Happy Samhain. Happy Halloween, everyone. How is everyone today? Come say hello to me. Elaine Marolakos Edelson here with Astrology Mojo. I want to help you get your mojo back. Hi, come say hello to me. Oopsie. I'm typing it in the chat room so I can actually see what's going on there. All right, so what we're talking about today, really, is a little general mini card reading for every sign and rising sign. But first, I just want to let people know that starting next week on Monday, November 4th, that I will be here at a different time. I'll announce it this weekend sometime. Good morning, Elizabeth. And because in Arizona we don't change our clocks, but the rest of the world does this weekend, or most of the world does. So we don't follow that because we're special. We're different. We're different here in Arizona. Oh, creaky. So, hi, Christine. So we're going to be maybe a half an hour off. Let's see. Pacific time will be 9:30. I'll probably be showing up at 10:30. We'll see. I just have to calculate some things. Yeah, in a retrograde. Okay, that'll change. It's all going to change anyway. Okay, so let's see. What? Well, we're going to dive right in. Okay, so in case you're new to me and you don't know that I say that the planets don't make you do anything. We live in a cooperation with the cosmos so that when the planets make a move out there through the fairy portal, you feel it. And when you make a move, the planets reflect that by way of aspects and angles in astrology. So basically, astrology tells you what time it is. And is it time for wealth, health, passion, purpose? I don't know. You tell me. Hey, Gigi's here. And so we want to be mindful, okay? We're technically now in the Mercury in retrograde in Scorpio. Today is also a full void. So if you're listening to this in a replay, you want to check your own charts. But today, October 31st, 2019, we are in a void and we're turning retrograde. That's usually congruent when we go in and out of retrogrades. There's usually, not always, but there's usually a void that follows. So we're in the void right now. We're in the portal. So the thoughts that you are thinking and the energies that you are experiencing, you've got one foot in, one foot out. They are temporary. So what's the experience that you'd like to have? I don't know. You tell me. What experience would you like to have? Let me know in the chat room. Are you looking for healing of body, mind, spirit? Are you looking for healthier relationships? Are you looking for a way to express yourself creatively? It's all possible in the portal. Eclipses are also huge portals of transformation. And that's why I really love to focus on eclipse readings, which they'll be coming up very soon. Happy Samhain, Gigi says. And we also want to be mindful of the vibe that we're putting into the world and the beliefs that we hold to be true that may not be anymore. So you want to check in with yourself during this Scorpio Mercury in retrograde. And also, if you're new to me, I mostly post the past 2 weeks, though I haven't, but I will again. There's some changes happening in our office, and we're going to hire a personal assistant, probably virtual, but to help us keep up with the technology, because we're so busy creating content and doing the work that we don't always got to post to YouTube and such. But if you're listening to this and you're new to me, or you're in a replay and you're new to me, I also have videos on Elaine Marolakos Edelson on YouTube, Astrology Mojo channel, and you can subscribe and click the little button. But now I just want to get into oh, look at this. Okay, I found this. Things come back in a retrograde, right? So I was cleaning. I have a guest coming. So that's the best way. My cousin once said to me, you want your house to be clean? Just invite somebody over. Not to have them help you clean. But then suddenly things kick into gear and you go, oh, that's dusty. How long has that been there? So I found this wand that our child, our cosmic doodle kid, made for me. I think it was, let me see, they're 20 now. So 11 or 12 years ago. I don't know if you can see that because of let me hold it over here. There's runes on it. And I mean, it's so cool. It's picking up the green screen from behind me, but there's astrological symbols, and Aaliyah taped a carnelian stone at the bottom, which fell off recently. But anyway, so I've got my wand at the ready. And you? Are you ready? All right, we're just going to be doing a quick mini card reading today. I know that's something new. I do card readings all the time for myself and sometimes for clients, but I've never done it, specifically just a card reading. So I'm going to do that for the signs. So if you're a Cancer, it's also for Cancer rising and Cancer moon. If you're a Taurus, it's for Taurus sun, rising, moon. So these are general readings, of course. Not every Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Sag is going to be going through the same thing at the same time on the same day. We are not puppets, right? So, I'm going to get started. Come say hello to me. Let me know that you're here. Is that Rivendell behind me? I think so. There were 9 set out from Rivendell. Malika, hello. Okay, this one is for Aries. Aries, I'm calling in. And by the way, when I do my work, I do it silently. Hi, Brittany. I do it silently, but now I'm going to do it a little more vocally. And that is, I call in starseed angels, my squad, my universal squad of light, love, and beingness. And we're asking for energy and information for all of the sun, rising and moon signs today through this card reading that can help us cross and heal across time, space, all dimensions, planes of existence, karmic experiences, to bring us to the moment that is now. Because everything you've ever done since the moment of existence, not your birth in this lifetime, but since the moment of existence, has culminated into this moment. And into who you are and who you are not. So this Aries card, Aries sun, rising, and moon. All right, we're focused right now on Aries sun, rising, and moon. Best information for them to help them grow and heal. Aries sun, rising, and moon. Okay. Okay. Symbolism. Aries sun, rising, and moon. Symbolism. So the symbolic interpretation of anything in your world, Aries sun, rising, and moon, is what's around you. What is in your environment that helps you to understand what you're creating, consciously, unconsciously? What is that? You might see things come your way that you were not expecting. And you'll see it in by way of material things. Oh, how symbolic, you might say, that, so-and-so just came in and gave me a pen. And I've been thinking about pens, whatever it is you've been thinking about. If an object seems to stand out in your world right now, Aries sun, rising, moon, then that's an indication that it represents something to your psyche. So you want to write that down and examine what that might be. What might that be for you? Aries, sun, rising, and moon. Okay? Hey, Sasha's here as well. We're talking about mini card reading for all of these sun, rising, and moon signs. So Aries, symbolism, one more time. That's for you to recognize. It's like decoding your own unconscious dictionary. If something has an emotional charge or jolt, pay attention to what that symbolic thing is, and then start writing about it. And you're going to come up with things that may not seem congruent or associated with the pen or the situation, but it'll start to make sense for you, okay? Now I'm just going to put that back in the deck. I'm working with my magical happy cards, the universal law cards, and these cards are not for sale anywhere. My husband got them for me at a workshop a long time ago. They are by Lara Solara, Dana DuPoint, and Marlene Chapman. So I use them. I've been using them for many years. My magical happy cards. Okay, now this is for Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Best information that can help Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon heal. And remember, this is a general card pull, so it's not going to be speaking to everyone. You could be a Taurus Sun, but be an Aries rising, and the Aries symbolic card means more to you. So pay attention, because we're talking about Sun, Rising, and Moon here. Taurus. Grazing in the grass is so real. Can you feel it? Taurus. Oh, which one? Two want to come. Okay, but I'm just going to pick one now. Just one for the Tauri. Okay. So apropos, Taurus. Growth. Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Okay, so you need to ask yourself right now, what is it that stops you? What hinders you? What sabotages you from growing? Where's the procrastination, Taurus? Why isn't that thing getting done? Why in the back of your mind, I'm going to focus on it. Excuse me, I'm going to focus on it next week. I'm going to focus on it tomorrow. I'll get to it. And then you're doing all these other things, especially for other people. Growth, Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon is not so much about achieving that thing that you want. It's about moving through your resistance. Excuse me. And the thing about growth, really, Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Oh, can you see that? Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. The thing about growth is that when you are in a state of resistance, you don't see where you've come from. You don't see how far you've come. But what you can actually do for yourself is to envision the place you're in right now. How does it reflect your desires? Remember, we're in a Mercury, Scorpio, and retrograde now. How does it reflect your desires and your passions or your resistance? What are you fighting? Why are you procrastinating? Why isn't the growth happening to your liking? And at the same time, you like that it's delayed. Some part of you does. You may not want to hear it, but you do. And so you have to ask yourself, what would happen if? What if this thing got done? What if my relationship were phenomenal? What if I got that job or promotion or raise? What if? So Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon, start asking yourself, what if? And then to work through your fears, start doing some EFT tapping, some energy techniques. My hair is sticking to the microphone screen. Okay? Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Now, Gemini. Thoughtful, mindful Gemini. What is our reading for Gemini? Come say hello to me. Happy Samhain. Oh, Gemini, that just flew right out of the deck. Okay? Abundance, Gemini. Trippy. Whoopsie. Can you see that? Abundance. We're picking up the green screen and some of the colors, though. Abundance, Gemini. So what is abundance? What does it mean to you? Abundance can be a wealth of thought and ideas that help you, your community, your family to realize something. Abundance can mean cash. It can mean the ability to see beyond the veil and go through that portal. I don't know. It feels like some Gemini have achieved a certain amount of abundance right now, and still it's not enough. Why? some of you, I'm talking to some Gemini, sun, rising, or moon out there who feels like, even though I've gotten to this place, it's not enough because your mind is wandering. Your mind is wandering. You know, Gemini, one of the easiest, Gemini, sun, rising, and moon, one of the easiest things to do really is to contemplate what, now we're going to harken back to Taurus, the growth, to look at what does it mean to multiply. Now you're a twin, right? Astrologically, you're a twin. So you always are looking at both sides of things. So now I want you to look at two things, Gemini, sun, rising, and moon. Okay, you plant a tree over here, and then you plant a tree over there. Same seeds, same genus. You know, it's like maybe it's an apple tree or an elm tree or a blossom tree, whatever. So you plant two seeds simultaneously, and one, you give it impatient energy, frustrated energy, ignoring it, abandoning, sabotaging. Then you focus on the other one. You water it, you talk to it, you imagine it, you envision it, you create a bridge to it. Which one is going to grow? Pretty obvious, right? And the one that does grow, then all of a sudden let's say it's an apple tree. There's apples everywhere. Is every apple going to look or taste the same? No. Very similar, but no. And then from those apples, some of them fall, some of them are picked, some of them you eat, some of them you cook with, some of them you give away. Some of them fall to the earth, and those seeds become new apple trees. So your abundance has many lifetimes to it. It keeps growing. So start planting seeds, Gemini, sun, rising, and moon. And let go of that frustration and that impatience to have it done all now. Because what is it? Cusp of magic. Ooh, Amy, I like that. Cusp of magic. What does it mean, Gemini, sun, rising, and moon? Okay? So Aries, and I'm going to forget the deeper I go into this. Aries, Taurus had growth. Aries already. Symbolism. Okay? So help me remember if I forget. So Aries had symbolism, sun, rising, and moon. Taurus, growth, sun, rising, and moon. Gemini, abundance. Now, for that tenacious cardinal Cancer sign. Cancer, sun, rising, and moon. Here we go. This, with my magical happy deck, Cancer, sun, rising, and moon. Cancer, sun, rising, and moon. Come on, you're shy. Come on out. Play with us today. Cancer. How can we help you, Cancer, sun, rising, and moon? Let's pull that. Oh, there it is. Ta-da. Okay, I gotta laugh. Suggestion. So I'm going to give you a suggestion. It's Cancer, sun, rising, and moon in case you're not understanding or knowing how we can help you. What is it that you think is the most important thing right now for you in your world? What is that thing? Is it focused on finances? Is it focused on family? Is it focused on career? Is it focused on relationship? I want you to look at the biggest charge, the electrical charge, Cancer, sun, rising, and moon, that you have in your world right now. And listen to your thoughts. Now, your thoughts versus your emotion. Now, Cancer, sun, rising, and moon, you live in the world of flow and water currents. So you may feel something and you feel it. And either or, you get lost in the feeling and you can't understand what it means. Or you start thinking about it so much that you lose connection to your own empathic nature. So, Cancer, sun, rising, and moon, I want you to... Well, with the suggestion, follow my suggestion. I know a lot of Cancers. My husband's a Cancer. Our kid is a Cancer moon. My sister's a Cancer. Okay, just right now, I want you to clean up your environment. I want you to harmonize your environment. You know, this Scorpio Mercury in retrograde is actually working with you, helping you to get to the dust bunnies under the couch way back. And that includes the ones in the mind and the ones in the heart. So if you're not feeling right, if you're feeling overwhelmed, or your polarity is focused on either the mind and all the details, or the emotions overwhelm and then everything cancels out and you're just stunned. My suggestion and the universe suggestion is to harmonize your environment and go through things slowly. Clean out one closet, clean off one space on your desk, a little bit at a time, and it all gets done. And then clarity will come. All right? Thank you. How is this working for people? Can you hear me? Does this make sense? What signs are here today? And if you're listening to this in a replay, Elaine Marolakos Edelson with Astrology Mojo. I've got all my crystal buddies here helping me. This is my powerhouse. I get started with this guy in the morning. And I meditate and did a little, it's got some citrine in there as well. And I meditate every day on how I can serve you best. And this came to me yesterday. Yeah, card reading, something simple. It's like trick or treat, boo. What do you want? Well, how about a treat? We already feel too tricked in life. Okay. Leo, sun, rising, and moon. Leo, sun, rising, and moon. Now remember, folks, in astrology, the planets don't make you do anything. We live in a cooperation. So if you don't like what's happening in your world, it's not because a planet is doing something to you. It's because you are doing something to you. So you want to check in often. I always encourage people to meditate, to get in touch with what's going on, whether it's through astrology, numerology, empathy, clairvoyance. Just tune in. All right, Leo, sun, rising, and moon. Leo. Leo, sun, rising, and moon. Oh, flippity-doo-dah. Perpetual transformation. Ooh, trippy. Well, you're in the portal now, Leo. Look at that. Leo, sun, rising, and moon. You're already in the portal. There's something growing and changing. Now, I'm getting that there is, okay, this is, remember, a general reading. I'm picking up many, many people simultaneously. So I might say one word, one sentence that applies to you, but then the rest of what I'm saying applies to somebody else or 1,000 other people, okay? Are we clear on that? Great. So, Leo, some of you are about to face the passing of someone in your life. And so perpetual transformation is coming up to speed with that person, how you have felt with that person, how you have imagined yourself being as an adult in this world without that person. And so for the rest of you, perpetual transformation is constantly seeing the seasons change. That's why I love autumn. Autumn reminds, because I come from the higher plains and the high mountain area. So when we're in summer, And I mean, it's hot and it's dry and it's hot. But the inkling of when suddenly the temperature drops at night to where I need to wear socks or a sweater. Praise autumn. I love that sensation of transformation because it reminds me that nothing ever stays the same. Sometimes we think, Aries, Leo, sun, rising, and moon, sometimes we think that this is our life and this is always going to be our life, and then suddenly something ends. A job, a relationship, a thought pattern, a location. Someone leaves our life. Someone leaves, goes off planet. And so, but we're reminded, so there's a bittersweet to it. There's a sadness to it. There's an excitement about it, a hope to it, Leo, sun, rising, and moon. So please don't be dismayed or discouraged, because I get to that for all of you, sun, rising, and moon, Leo. The one thing that you know to be true, is expanding. And I'm not talking about, I know he's cheating on me. Okay, let's grow. It's the one thing you know to be true about this worthy life, your worth, your self-worth, that you're getting over the not enoughs. Okay? Do you understand? Deep down, you are transforming in a way that's beautiful. And okay, sometimes in winter we have to prune the roses, and it looks dry and barren, but deep down you know what's true, that there's one little bud and it's ready to grow. Okay, Leo, sun, rising, and moon, there is hope beyond the woods. Danielle says, Gemini here. Just did Gemini. Rachel's here. Oh, Amy, thank you for being you. No, you. Are we Chippendale? Let's pretend we're Chippendale. Oh, after you. No, after you. No, please do. No, you. Okay, Virgo. Wanda de Abril. Okay, what I'm getting for Virgo literally is in tongues, and it's ancient. Virgo, sun, rising, and moon. This is for Virgo, sun, rising, and moon. Please, angel spirits, starseed. What is that ancient thing that wants to come out of you, Virgo? Again, 2 cards. But I can only read one. And I'm going to go with... Okay, quickly, Virgo. Okay, you got 2 cards, but nobody else did. I mean, well, somebody did, but I'm only reading 2. But quickly, I'm going to flash the growth card. Okay? Who got growth? I think it was Taurus. Okay, well, I'm putting that back because your card is rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer. Okay, something like that. Rhythm Nation. Huh. Okay, I'm going to start dancing. Like the Jackson family. Rhythm. Virgo, sun, rising, and I am talking in tongues right now. Rhythm. Virgo, sun, rising, moon. Rhythm. What is your rhythm telling you? Are you out of energetic balance? Am I screaming? I'm going to lower this microphone thing. Am I screaming? Virgo, rhythm. What's your rhythm? What's the thing you want to be doing that you just can't connect to? What's the thing that you feel like you're out of sync? What's that thing? Virgo, sun, rising, and moon. And it can be, let's see, hang on. Need a sip of the portal. Oh, so Virgo, sun, rising, and moon. I just went somewhere and I came back for you. And here's the thing. There's a moment that you're feeling something. You're in a slump. You're pissed off. You're worried. You're annoyed. You're criticizing yourself or others. You're, and then suddenly you're okay. You're happy. You're working it. You're grateful. What I'd like you to do with your Harry Potter wand is to find that moment you go from happy to sad, or from angry to happy, or from blessed to wounded. What is that moment? That moment, Virgo, sun, rising, and moon. That moment is going to calibrate your rhythm, and you are in charge of that moment. That's a powerful thing to do. I mean, everyone can do that. Please take note that a quantum leap happens for everyone in these kinds of readings. So please understand that if I am giving Virgo, sun, rising, moon something of value, you can benefit too, okay? And remember, I'll say it again, that if your sun sign is Libra, but your rising is Taurus or Aries, listen to both. And you might need to listen to the replay if you're just joining us. Hi, Karina's here. Aries sun, did Aries, about to do Libra. Dawn, Leo, just did Libra. Hope you heard it. That's how you're going to get your rhythm back, Virgo, sun, rising, and moon. Okay, we're moving on to Libra. Libra, sun, rising, and moon. Harmony and me were pretty good company. Really? Are you harmonious right now, Libra, sun, rising, and moon? Let's find out. Libra, sun, rising, moon. This is for energy for all of us, all the sun, rising, and moon signs across all time, space, planes of existence, dimensions, and karmic experience, to help us understand that everything we've ever been, said or done or didn't do or say has culminated into this one moment. So Libra, how can we help you? Libra, sun, rising, and moon. Oh, flinging at me. Okay. This is a good one. Cause and effect. Okay, so let me explain Libra, sun, rising, and moon, cause and effect. What you put out, you get back times 10. Now, cause and effect is I step on your toes and I don't apologize and you say, ow, and then you watch me walk away, metaphorically speaking. And then you start to formulate an opinion about me, whether you know me or not. Why would it? That's weird. Now, you being your diplomatic self might go, okay, whatever. But deep down, cause and effect has a component. And I want you to start visualizing, Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon, that you have the ability to utilize not just common sense in your diplomatic way, but to not bounce into extremes. Cause and effect relate to extremes. And those extremes can lead to judgments. Now, if you're a judge, great. Then you're evaluating cases on our behalf, and we thank you. But if you're not a judge and you move into judgment, I want you to go back to the beginning, the origin of that feeling. Now, so let's say again, in that scenario, I step on your toes and I don't apologize. Maybe I didn't know I stepped on your toes. Unless you express to me and say, excuse me, husband, parent, child, friend, coworker, stranger on the street. I know you probably give people the benefit of the doubt. I know you probably don't know this, but you just stepped on my toes. And I just wanted to, see if everything's okay. And maybe is there something we need to work out, or maybe you didn't realize. And that gives the benefit to the person to own up. And it also helps to show you how when you move into judgment, you minimize your world. Now, a lot of times you don't want to make waves, so it's like you keep the peace. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, that's who they are. It's like, okay, well, if you don't like who they are and they're that way with you, you got to say something. And it's okay to say no. It really is okay to say no. Please. Cause and effect is another way to put it, because this is a very deep and profound card, and I need to move on, but when you assume something about a person, a situation, or a thing, you know the saying, you make an ass out of you and me. Well, it goes beyond that. It gives you a moment in time to pause for your involvement, because a lot of times, Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon, you don't understand. You just look to be the diplomat and harmonize things for people so that they feel good and everybody's happy. But deep down, what is the incongruency in you? What about you is causing this situation? Because people who think that it just happened to me, oh my God, why would that happen to me? I feel horrible. Did I do something wrong? No. Am I a victim? No. But there might be some part of you that thinks you deserve it. Or some part of you thinks that you don't deserve it, if the cause and effect is a happy, positive, blessed, grateful thing. And so you try to push it away. Like, let me help you. Oh no, says Libra, Sun, Rising, Moon. I got it. It's okay. It's okay. I'm good. Really? I just offered you. Maybe you've been asking for help for a while on some level, and then help comes to you, but it doesn't come in the way that you envision it, because that's the judgment. Maybe that's not how it's coming. I wanted it to come from them instead of you. But if I come to you and I offer something and you're not taking it, who's the one that's blocking the flow, baby? Okay? Sasha, I'm excited and harmonious. However, I keep having random bad thoughts and keep trying to change the thought before I manifest it. It sucks. Okay, you're not going to manifest every thought that you think, okay? Let me just say. But if you're having a thought that's random, I want you to write that thought down. And this is for everyone. So Sasha, thank you for bringing this up, especially during this Mercury in retrograde before we move on to Scorpio and Sun, Rising, and Moon. That if you're having a random thought that is negative, you don't ignore it, okay? Because it's like a kid tugging on you, screaming, I want attention, I want attention. And what you give attention to grows, yes, but there's a fine point where you pay attention to it and you go, okay, what do you need? Why are you afraid? So then you be the adult in the situation. I'm talking to everyone now, brought up by Sasha's comment, random bad thoughts. And what you can do really is understand you are the creator of every experience in your life. And it may not be this lifetime. Okay, sometimes it's a past life. And you go, how did that happen to me? I don't understand. Well, it happened because you expect it, you created it, you focused on it at some point. But I mean consistent focus. I'm not talking about, oops, what if I get a flat tire? No, cancel. I can't get a flat tire. I'll be late for the meeting. Okay. Not every thought you think is going to be suddenly overblown into catastrophe. It's not. But if that thought is prevalent every single day, I'm not enough, it's not enough, then you're going to limit your experience. So take that thought, whatever random negative thought it is, and write it down and have a conversation with it. You, the adult, that thought, the child, having a temper tantrum, a hissy fit. Okay? Now, Sasha, I hope that helps you and I hope it helps everyone. Oh my gosh, it's like Scorpio couldn't wait. Intensity. I pulled this one the other day for Scorpio. Scorpio, your intensity. You have such an intensity. You want to get it done. And sometimes people don't move fast enough for you. I think your best friends are Aries. And sometimes that intensity, Scorpio, sun, rising, and moon, is that you feel it so deeply, profoundly. You want to affect change in the world, but they're not listening. Excuse me. So then you're in their face, especially Scorpio rising. Got to be careful of that. And the intensity sometimes is internal. You feel it so deeply, or you don't want to see it. Don't tell me anything bad. Okay, when people in a reading say to me, I don't want to hear anything bad, I spend at least half the reading explaining that bad and good. What does that mean? No, we don't want tragedy. No, we don't want to be in pain. No, we don't want to see our loved ones or ourselves suffer. So let's move aside and see what we are creating, how we are creating it, and get out of the extremes. Intensity represents extremes. So good and bad? No. Trick or treat? No. What's the in-between of trick or treat? You have fun. You're exploring, you're creating, you're becoming. So that intensity, Scorpio, sun, rising, and moon, is not so much do or die, yes or no, discover it, or excise it. It's about the process along the way. And this is a big time for you, Scorpio, sun, rising, and moon, with the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. Okay, so you need to let go of some of that brawn and start to become vulnerable and open to those places that are not in the light. Darkness doesn't mean evil. All right? Now, yes, you hear of true stories of people being possessed and, crazy things happening. So surround yourself with light, everyone. Surround yourself with pure conscious love. That's who you are. That's what you emanate. That's the frequency of abundance. Okay? You surround yourself with light, always. I am pure conscious love. I am divine in nature. I am protected. I am supported. My needs are met. My needs are met. My needs are met, even if I don't know how to meet them. Okay, Sagittarius, sun, rising, moon. Sagittarius, completely different vibe. Sag loves to move and travel. Sag loves curiosity. Sagittarius, sun, rising, moon, this is for you. How can we help you? You can catch us in a replay of my Magic Happy cards. If you've missed any part or portion of this, you can catch me in the replay. Hashtag replay. Hashtag happy Samhain, or Halloween to some of us. Sagittarius. Not wanting to come. Do you want to wait? Oh. Oh. Okay. Here it is. Sag. It is repetition. Repetition is an interesting card, Sag, because it speaks to... I'm getting dry. Hang on, folks. I'm sipping Rivendell on Master Elrond. Okay. Scusate. Repetition. I want you to do something healthy, Sag, Sun, Rising, and Moon. You know when you're doing something that's not healthy for yourself or others, but the inner dialogue, you sometimes supersede yourself, and you're not patient enough to say to yourself, I want that thing over there, so I'm just going to go get it because they're not helping me, or he's not helping me, or they're not doing anything, or they're busy. So I'm going to go do that thing. So sometimes negative repetition creates a pattern in our lives that does not serve us. So number one, Sag, Sun, Rising, and Moon, I want you to pay attention to the negative patterns that you have created over time, like when you're tired and you refuse to go to sleep, like when you're frustrated and you get really defensive. Or how about now flopping it on its side? Once you become aware of those things, now I want you to create a repetitive, healthy pattern that sets you apart from those negative places that you go to. Like your friends are really sad. A friend of yours is really sad, and after about 20 minutes, you're like, yeah, I get it. Okay, hey, where's my happy friend? Where'd they go? That can be quite abrupt to some people who are going through a tough time. But if you're not willing to feel your own feelings on a deeper level, then you cannot create that sense of empathy, which creates intimacy. So your repetition is not just, it's like people say practice makes perfect. That's a lie. Okay, it does not. If I put pasta into a pot without water and turn up the heat, no matter how many times I practice that, I'm not going to make perfect pasta. Practice makes experience. Okay? So if in your practice, your daily practice, you are doing something that is harming yourself or others, where you're giving way too much without a boundary, or you're not giving enough, and I'm talking about to yourself. You're not giving to yourself the longitude and latitude of emotional expression. So find that place that you don't want to go to. We're in a retrograde. Go there, baby. Find that place you don't want to go to and go there. Yeah. And then once you know where you sabotage yourself or where you get impatient, then become patient with yourself and inhale, exhale through that moment. Okay? Capricorn, you're next. Christine says, and Christine is a Sag, just changed my routine for the new moon energy so that fits. Yes, it does. Practice makes a habit. It makes experience. It doesn't necessarily mean it's positive or productive. Okay, Cappy. Oh, why do I want to sing Little Dreidel? I made it out of clay, because that's what you do. Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon, this is for you. How can we help you? We're gathering. What language am I speaking? I don't know. I used to trance channel, and people would say to me that I sounded like a cross between someone from Ireland and someone from India, which I'm not surprised because they were two of my most amazing lifetimes. Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon, this is for you. We want to help you. How can we help you? Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Okay. One is hiding from me. Oh, and here's why. This is the card that wanted to come out. Mind, Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Trippy, portal. Sun, Rising, and Moon, Capricorn, right? Mind wanted to come out, but there was one that was hiding under the deck. And I was like, oh no, this is for you. Perfection. Let's dive right in, Cappy, sun, rising, moon. Perfection. I want you to adopt this new definition of perfection, okay? Now, your idea of perfection may be, I got to get it done. I got to get it right. I got to do it again. I got to break it down, build it up. I got to do it over. I got to work all night long. I got to work till tomorrow. And then in the next day, I got to work through people's vacations, my vacation. I got to work because I love it, love it, love it. Hey, Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon, are you comfortable with silence? Perfection is not arriving at the ideal. Perfection is being in a state of pure conscious love in as many moments as possible. Okay, I'm going to pick up my mic and I'm going to drop it. That's what it means. Truly. When you can experience a feeling, an emotion, anything, and not attach to it, Cappy, sun, rising, moon, you can allow that experience to add a dimension to your world, which you can draw upon when serving others. Okay, do you understand? Service at the sake of yourself through work, even though you love it, is denial. Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon. Please understand that. Perfection is a state of being, pure conscious love, vibrating, emanating that frequency in as many moments as possible. And that means for yourself first, okay? Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon. Capricorn, moon, you are the hardest on yourself. You are militant with yourself. Let people in. I want to slam the table right now, but it would be loud. Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon. Perfection. And this is for everyone. I'm just pulling this card, keep flipping out. One. We are all one. We are all one energy. And right there it is. Oneness of being, oneness of light. Pure conscious love in as many moments as possible. Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon. And then you start to play with the process and enjoy it instead of the destination. Got it? We good? Cappy, sun, rising, and moon. Play with the play. Write, sing, dance. I used to want to be a singer, which I sing all the time anyway, but I mean like a professional singer. I didn't go there. I started writing when I was 7. It's like, I'm going to be a writer. Well, I'm on my 3rd novel. And I'm a Capricorn rising. And I've been so hard on myself over the years that I never knew how to set a boundary. So Capricorn, sun, rising, and moon, let's close with set that boundary and get her done by playing. Okay. Now talk about playing. Here comes Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. How's everybody doing? If you're just joining me, you might want to listen to the replay, #replay. Elaine, Marolakos, Edelson here with Astrology Mojo, transformational, intuitive, clairvoyant astrology. As a modern mystic, I want to see you enter the portal of transformation and just float, create, contribute without judgment for self or others. Can we? Can we please, during this Scorpio Mercury in retrograde, find your desire, let go of the obsession. And now, okay, granted, some of you, it's not going to feel good to go to dark places. And I don't mean evil. I just mean those places not illuminated with pure conscious love. Because they're hiding. They're sad. They're scared. They're little. They're unconscious. Just welcome them into the light. Read a great book. Watch New Amsterdam. That show makes me cry every time. Watch some comedy. Kathleen Madigan. We love her. Brian Regan, good friend of ours. My husband used to be a former stand-up. Okay, Aquarius, we're on you now. I had to transition. It took a while to get out of Cappy. Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. How can we help you? We're learning to let go across infinity, space, time, dimension, planes of existence, and karmic experience. Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. Come talk to me. I just heard that Aquarius wants all the cards. Not going to happen. All right, now, 2 flipped out. We already talked about abundance. Who was that for? Was that for Virgo? I can't remember. Okay, but the one that really wanted to get going was concentration. Yeah, you don't want to hear that, Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. You don't want to concentrate. You want to be free. Freedom is your middle name. Concentration. I used to play that game when I was a kid. Concentration. So Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon, here's what I'm going to offer up to you. I want you to play a game with cards, okay? And I want you to take, I don't know where this came from, but tree bark. I was sitting on tree bark. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I want you to take a bunch of a deck of cards and shuffle them really well. And then I want you to flip them out. You can just do 10. You don't have to do a lot. Aquarius, sun, rising, moon. Flip them out. Face down, of course, in front of you. And I want you to hover your left hand over the tops of the cards and just start to tune in to the cards. And you're going to focus on black or red. That's it. You're just going to focus on black or red, Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. And it's a fun way to learn how to develop your intuition. So, and this is for everyone too, because Aquarius is a humanitarian and wants to share their information. Yay! Okay. So as you're hovering your hands over the cards, 10 cards on the table, you're focusing on black or red. And the moment you feel that one of the cards is, and you pick one ahead of time, it's like, I want it to be red. I want to pick a red card. Okay. But they're all face down. You're hovering your left hand over. You're feeling, you're intuiting. You might see it in your mind. You might feel it in your body. You might get a sense or a spark. As soon as you think you have a red card, I want you to turn it over. It's okay if it's not red. That's the point of the exercise. Ultimately, of course, is to determine what color. But in the process of concentrating, you're learning how to tune in to your body, mind, spirit, to your intuition, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your clairsentience. Does that make sense? Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. That's how I want you to practice concentrating. This is something I used to do with our child who was an Aquarius rising sign when they'd be all over the place and playing. And yeah, my God, it's so fun. Life is great. I feel free. You know, I'm going to get a letter from Hogwarts. Yeah. Okay. So when our kid was 11, 10, sat him down, said, here's a game we're going to play. We're going to learn how to concentrate. And let me tell you, actually, you know, when people are being tested psychically, they will oftentimes in the beginning, especially with cards, it's like, oh, we're going to name, is it a red card, black card, red card? And somebody is like flipping the cards over to say, oh, it's red, it's black. Usually they get it wrong because they're seeing the card in front. Isn't that interesting? That was consistent pattern with some intuitives being tested. Okay, Aquarius, sun, rising, and moon. That's your game. That's your game plan. You're going to learn how to concentrate by flipping over 10 cards. You're going to focus on which one is it, black or red. You pick the color that you want, and then you put your hand over the cards, and anybody can do this to develop intuition. And then you say, oh yeah, that one's red. You pull it over. And it may not be red, and that's okay. Don't like, oh, I'm so sad and blind. No, you're not. You're developing concentration. Concentration leads to, ta-da, my world. Okay? My pillow's falling off. All right. We got Pisces, and then we're going to close up shop because I have a massive set of readings today, and whoo, the energy is flying high. How is everyone? Elizabeth says, thank you. You're so welcome. Pass this along to other people. Let them know I'm here. I'm doing my best to build my community. This is part of my karmic work, of course. I have programs coming out with an astrology masterclass to train people how to use, how to read a chart like an expert, or if you're already an expert, how to go further with it by developing your intuition. So, and combination. So as a modern mystic, I have fun when I'm in a group like this. It's awesome. And I want to serve as many folks as possible. So please forward my information to friends and family you think might benefit by this. Okay, Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon. This is, I'm being asked to cut the cards and to shuffle them. And I never shuffled cards like this properly, or the way you would think. I don't do the, but I'm being asked to do that right now. Okay, then I will do that. Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon. One more. Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon. I hope this has been beneficial and helpful. Please let me know in the comment section if you're watching this in a replay. There's a host of other videos I've done on my Facebook page. You can get them, or on my YouTube channel, Astrology Mojo, Elaine Marolakos Edelson. And Pisces, are you ready? Oh, yes, apparently. Manifestation. Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon. It's hard to see because of the green screen. Manifestation. Looks like a rose, doesn't it? A rose by any other name. Still smells as sweet. Manifestation. That's a great one for you, Pisces, because you're in the nebula a lot of the times. You're always in that place of, is it magical? If it's not, if it doesn't make me feel like magic exists, I don't want any part of it. Or some Pisces refuse the magic and they move into a very dictatorial, cynical place. So while manifesting, folks, it's important. Sun, Rising, and Moon, Pisces. It's important during this retrograde of Scorpio because it trines you. It's a complementary angle that you delve into some arcane rituals to learn what, and I don't, okay, so I have to, this is a disclaimer. Okay, so if you are a Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon, and you love to get readings all the time, but you don't do anything with the information, you're in illusion. And then then it turns to illusion. So one is, it's fantasy, and then you project that fantasy. And that's not healthy. Okay. So if you are Sun, Rising, Moon, Pisces, and you're addicted to a person who is addicted, or you are addicted to a behavior, a substance, the world that is intangible, it's like, oh, I just want to get high and play video games. Well, that's fun on a Friday night or a Saturday night. Go ahead. Why not? Okay, if you're underage, my disclaimer is this is for people 18 and over, or who live in a place where things are legal. Okay, don't misunderstand me, somebody. I'm not promoting that your 12-year-old get high and watch video games. But I am saying go play, go have fun. But then the other world of manifesting is seeing what you have brought into your world. And if you can't hang on to something, Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon, the love of your life, the idea of a healthy romance, a job, or your dream, it's not becoming concrete. We need to ground you. Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon. So manifestation card is also big. And I'm looking for a crystal that might help you. Oh, hematite. Okay. So here's a hematite. Hematite is very grounding. This one looks like a pregnant woman to me, or a woman holding a baby. So that's why I got it a long time ago. And I just like to hold it sometimes when I feel like spacey or I can't seem to focus. I'll use my hematite. Also, I have, this will work for you, Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Moon, labradorite. Okay, you see the rainbows in it? Well, actually, you can see the rainbows in it. See the rainbows in it because that's the magical part, but then the rest is very grounding. So you can create. So you want to find a way to ground yourself in a reality that you're getting your needs met, but you're also playing in a way that is magical for you, in a way that is proactive. Pure conscious love is where you're headed. Right? It's who you are and it's where you're headed. So if I am that thing, then what is missing really? Write that down. If I am that thing, if I am pure conscious love and I'm headed toward pure conscious love, but I am that thing, then what could be missing? What do you think is missing, Pisces sun, rising, and moon? You know, because it's always like the dream. I have a dream. I want it to be this thing, but it's not that thing. And I'm so dreamy about her. I'm so, deluded for some people, refusing to let go for others of the thing that keeps you in illusion, okay? And this harkens back to, who got the perfection card? I can't remember. This harkens back to, was it Capricorn? So if you're any combination of Pisces and Capricorn, yeah, you are so hard on yourself. Please, you need a hug, cyber hug. Okay, because what is it that you don't have? Is it the cash? You want to go travel? You want to, fulfill your dreams? You want to have that deep, abiding relationship, but you won't allow it, Pisces. Manifesting and perfection. Manifesting and perfection kind of go together. So, yeah, it's getting close. I feel it's a bit close in here. Suddenly I feel like I should be drinking a mint julep, Pisces, sun, rising, and moon. Because you want to keep it surface sometimes. You see the profundity, that is a word, of life and your role in it, but yet you just want to keep it on the surface. If you haven't read the book or seen the movie Ready Player One, yeah, okay. And Pisces, sun, rising, and moon, I'm going to recommend Undone. It's in Amazon Prime. It's rotoscoped. If you're not familiar with that, it's an animation technique where you paint live action film. The acting is amazing. The story, even more amazing. Okay. What's the ending? What happens at the end? What's the ending? It's like, is the glass half empty or half full? You're going to know by your immediate reaction. And this is for everyone, not just Pisces, because Pisces loves to share too. Go to that place. Go see the movie Undone. All right, it's not a movie. It's a series. And in the series, there's a situation happening with a young woman. And because it's rotoscoped, it adds a mystical, magical element to it. And you don't know if this is actually happening or it's not. And at the end, the final scene, no spoilers, not giving it away. At the final scene, your reaction, your response to her response, the very last frame is going to show you, are you negative or are you positive? Are you in a state of illusion, or, which leads to illusion, or are you a believer that miracles can happen? What is it? Go there. Pisces, sun, rising, and moon. Okay, wow, an hour plus. I hope this was great for you. This was fun for me because I've not really done this before in public. I do this for myself, for family and friends. But as I am transforming, I am growing. I'm a Taurus, growth. Through the idea of perfection, I'm a Capricorn rising. I forgot what Leo got because that's my moon. Perpetual transformation, I think it was. So you want to listen to this again because you're going to hear new things the second time. And I know Aries gets the short end of the stick because if I start out at the beginning with Aries and I move across to Pisces, the longer I go, the more I start reading. So I'm going to just come back and pull one more card for Aries because it usually is a shorter reading. Even when I'm writing something, I realize, oh, the paragraph is only this long. Like I write the astrological intuitive column for the Sedona Monthly magazine, which is a national magazine. So if you walked into any Walmart, I think most of them carry the Sedona Monthly magazine. You can read your horoscope written by me. And I start writing Aries and it's like this big. And then by the time I get to Scorpio, it's like this big. By the time I get to Pisces, it's like Aries. No, I'm not overlooking you. I'm going to pull an extra card for Aries. Yes, I am. Just something fun for Aries, Sun, Rising, and Moon. Come on, let's wrap it up. Wrap it up with the Ram. I don't have a song for that one. Aries, Sun, Rising, and Moon. We're going to give you part two of your reading. Come on. 2 cards flipped out. Okay, Aries, we're going to share this with everyone. Gender. Gender is one, and love is the other. I love these cards. Okay, the gender card, Aries, Sun, Rising, and Moon, shows you where you are sometimes less empathetic and more active or aggressive, more impatient instead of spontaneous. And it shows you where you sometimes are not comfortable with that latitude. Longitude is your best friend, Sagittarius, of feelings where it's like, okay, that's enough crying. Okay, come on, let's go. Who wants a popsicle? You know, Aries, Sun, Rising, or Moon. It was... I have to say this. It was a cartoon. I don't have it here. It's in my kitchen on my refrigerator. I have a dear friend who's a Sag rising and a Leo moon. So a lot of fire lends itself to empathy. But okay, there's a time limit on it. She sent me a New Yorker magazine cartoon of you see mourners at a funeral in the front. In the background, there's a guy with a popsicle cart, and he's like, "Hey, who wants a popsicle?" That is the epitome of Aries and Sagittarius fire energy. So, if you are polarizing, Aries, Sun, Rising, or Moon, if you are getting feedback from the world that, hey, you're just like, settle down. You know, why are you such a bully? Why are you so impatient? Or, you know, I really need a shoulder to cry on right now, Aries, Sun, Rising, or Moon, and you're thinking, I am not that person. But then we want to polarize. Then we want to bring in utilizing love. Okay? Love is the only thing that really is, people. We dress it up. We put glasses on. We jingle jewelry around it. So Aries, Sun, Rising, and Moon, let's just incorporate the feminine aspect as well. Now, if you're an Aries who's really shy and you're already hiding in the background because you don't like confrontation and because you think conversation means confrontation, then I think it's time for you to just embody the state of love, enthusiasm. And when somebody's going through something, you give that shoulder. Give them both shoulders. Not the cold shoulder. The it's okay shoulder. Okay? And then support through love. Now, sometimes people think tough love is a way. It's a way. There is another way. So let's just focus everyone. I mean, what a great card to wrap up with. Love, right? Love. Give me some hearts, some thumbs up. Come on, let's go. I want to see that you're paying attention. You're not falling asleep and you're not like, or doing something else while listening to me. 11:11. Okay. The angels are telling me it's time to wrap it up with some love. I'm giving my love to you. Sending my love out into the universe through the portal of Rivendell. All right, my friends. Thank you, my lovelies. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being. There is a 10-second delay between what I say and what you see or hear. So I'm just going to wrap it up this way and say thank you. I'll be back on Monday, new time, because most of the planet changes clocks this particular weekend. It keeps changing, you know. Anyway, it was done originally for wartime and for farmers, but now it's done for production, of merchandise and food. And anyway, I don't know. I have a whole thing about it. Anyway, Arizona is not changing their clocks this weekend. So I'll be back on Monday, probably 10:30 Arizona time, which is 9:30 Pacific, 10:30 Mountain, 11:30 Central, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, and I think 5:30 or 6:30. I forget. 5:30 GMT? I have to double check. Okay, folks, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being. Remember, just be as present as possible because you are pure conscious love, and that's all you will ever be. What do you want to do with it today? Go have some fun. Happy Samhain. Not too much candy. Okay, be well. Bye.